The number one challenge that I see people is they're trying to get too far too fast. Yeah, what I load up into the GPT are the things that we talked about. Like, what is the brand tone of voice? What are some writing examples? How does Chris think? Who's your target audience? What are some do's and don'ts that you generally like as far as tone of voice, length? And so I put in even some frameworks and examples of stuff that for a LinkedIn post, I want to start with a killer hook. The first three lines need to be something that's going to engage and get the audience. Then you can give the detailed information and at the end with some sort of call to action. And I'm putting those types of instructions in there, but I'm not teaching it what to do or how to do it per se. It's more
Mm,
about, I think about like what you would tell a marketing assistant that you just hired, right?
mm.
And say, hey, for the Marketing Movers podcast, we want it to be hard hitting, really pithy, really short, engaging posts, no fluff, no extra buzzwords, just hard hitting, super impactful content. Or I want this to be really casual. I want it to be calm. We can take our time. I'm not in a rush. I'm trying to build relationships. I don't even want call to actions in this brand voice at all because we're doing a long term. So once I
Mm.
train that up and I teach it about my company, about my target audience and the tone of voice, then I'll upload the transcript to the video in a specific prompt and
Right.
say, based on this transcript, and I'll do it one piece at a time. So I might be costing myself time, but I found better if I say, give me 10 title suggestions for this podcast episode based on the transcript. And then I'll say, okay, great. Let's pick number one. Or I always give it feedback too, which I think a lot of people miss, which is, hey, I liked your suggestions for titles, but this word was a little off. So here's what I'm going to pick. This is now the title of the episode. Write a 2-paragraph description for this episode. And then after I read that, I'll edit it and rewrite it and say, here's what I'm using for the 2-paragraph description. Update your knowledge base based on my output so that next time I want to do it.
And it'll
Each
do that.
episode, I'm training the GPT and say, hey, here's the blog post that I rewrote based on what I did. Update your knowledge and your format and style notes to make it more like this next time.
And it does
Interesting.
that. Okay.
So
Okay.
it doesn't always work. I do find that sometimes I have to remind it, it'll get lazy or a little stubborn on some stuff that it likes. But I found that over time, then I'm getting better results and it knows what I like in a title. It knows what I like in a
Mm,
description. And each prompt I'm doing a little bit at a time. And it's gotten to the point now where I have those where I just copy and paste. So I save them in Evernote and I just copy here's the title prompt, paste
okay.
it in, hit enter. Okay, great. I chose title number 3 out of your list of 10, write the 2-paragraph description and I paste in that prompt. And just, I think the back and forth is the key part to that.
I find sometimes you have to start over because there's sometimes you can say, I don't like this part, make it more like this, and it'll get it. And sometimes it gets worse and worse, everything you ask it. And if you just start over, you might come up with something much better.
It really is.
It's a
That's
lot
the
like
way I
that.
think about it is like I have to train this new marketing assistant who knows nothing about my company, nothing about sales and marketing expertise. And so I have to teach it the output that I want